So stuff keeps coming up. I've got an idea for another project. It's got something to do with this prototyping board. This will be the something for the first tests I will do. It's based on OP90 USB 162 a microcontroller. It's I changed out the microcontroller for the Atmega 32U2 because the board wasn't functioning properly and might have damaged the chip. It involves a lot of switches, and this casing, it was an old printer switch for two parallel printer ports. And now the plan is to make some kind of controller for the Star Citizen game. And, let's come up and I think I'll paint this box and connect a lot of switches. Now maybe I need to mention these switches. I got these from a wholesale order. It was the last opportunity to buy these switches, so these are a lot more than I need, and I didn't even order these switches for this project. No, don't worry, I won't use them all. The first version will be a simple proof of concept for the keyboard input. Poke some holes in the front. I've installed some switches and the prototyping board, and I made a kind of distributing board for the headers. The pinout is a bit difficult to test with, so I made this board. It's just prototyping board with headers and pins. Here's the board with all the connections made. I lost the videos I made showing this, but I've found AVR271, an upnode by Atmel for the microcontroller I have. It's a USB keyboard. It's for the STK526, which is the correct one for my microcontroller. I've loaded it up in Atmel Studio 7, which is new, the first time I've used it, and I really have no experience loading these example projects into Atmel Studio, and I rarely do stuff with C programming language. I usually program in assembly. I've got the file which defines the pins and links them to the LEDs, the names of the LEDs and stuff, and the buttons. Now I've just changed the names around for the board I made, where it was different from the SDK board. I also defined some key presses, and I just copy pasted what I saw and what I could use. And I made a list so I can bind the buttons on the box I made to the keyboard buttons I want. And with this definition I can easily change config around if I want to. So now I'm going to show you how it works in game. So this is Avenger Stalker in 2.0. 2.1 went to the PTU yesterday, so I hope to be able to see it soon. Now I'm adjusting the power settings. The interval between the key presses is a bit low, I think. I would have it a bit higher. I forgot to make a reset button for the power options and for the shield options, so I have to add that later. I can move the shields around. These are quite slow, like this.
Shields recharging.
And up and down don't work in this ship. But I've already started working on a second model of an extra controller. I've been working on it for 2 days and hope to finish it today. Then I'll have to edit the footage and hope to be able to show it soon. Hope you enjoyed this and hope to see you soon.